Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about that object method, how can add some of the method into the object area and also the this keyword, right? Now in this video, I want to discuss about that traversing object entity. Better I name it as a traversing object. So that is the traversing object. I have already discussed about that things with you, like show you again. Right now I want to remove it, and also I want to make it as a clean. Okay, I want to make it as a clean. That is one of the name property, age property. I take another one as a gender. Okay, gender, and for the gender I name it as a male. Okay, male, and then you can use that phone number. I name it as a phone. A phone. I put some of the string value, that will be some of the string value, and then I want to take another one as a email. Okay, email I pass on the another string value as a Kazi@gmail.com. Simply pass it. I hope friend you already know about it. So that is our object data, right? So that is all that our object data. So now here I want to find out our key. So before I have already traversing with the for in loop, remember? So with this for in loop we can get all that our key, that means this user object, all that key data. So if you want to get it, then that will be as a for, right? And there is the for area, then that will be as a let, and into this let I have already done, that will be as a key, right? Key in, that means the for in loop, and into this for in, that is our object name as a user, right? So now that is our user. Here I want to load it, that means in our console log, into the console log area I want to pass our this key. I simply pass it, and now if you pass that key, then what exactly that data should be do? It should be get all that our key, right? So that is all that our key. It should be get all that our key data. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now perfectly get all that our key. That means our all that property, okay, property data it should be get, because it should be needed when you actually run some of the projects. You may only get that your property key for the reasons that will be needed. And also if you want to get that our key and that value, you can also get it. Then what exactly you have to do? Simple work. Here you can get it by the bracket notation, that will be as a user, and then the bracket notation, right? And into this bracket notation area, here you have to pass your key. Simple. So now that should be also get that our name and then our value. If you now click as a save all, now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now perfectly get that name, and also it's perfectly get that all value. I hope friend it's very much clear to you, right? And that is one way. Okay, that is one way. No, I make it as one way. You can also do that to work with multiple ways. I show you, like that is all one way. I want to take another one as a two way. Yes, that means the second way. Second way will be as a, I take one of the console log, that is a console log, and into this console log area, then here we have to add that as objects. That is objects. Okay, that is object, and then our keys, that is one of the method as a keys method. So now with this keys method area, here I want to pass our object name as a user. So now if you run it, okay, now if you run it, click as a save all. Now if that will be displayed by the array. Now you can see it successfully get all that our name. You can see there is a array all the data. That means it's perfectly get all that our key. So that is all that our key, right? Name keys, age key, gender key, phone key, and then email. And now if you want to also get that value, because that is all that our key, and now if you want to get that all value, that is a name key value as a Kazi, age key value as a 40, if you want to get it, then you can do that work very easily. Then only you have to do that will be as a console, and then the console log, and after that will be one of the object. Okay, make it as object, and these object values, that is another method as a value. So friend, as I told you, it's very easy all that process, but you have to understand and you have to also remember it, because that is the main basic core functionality of the JavaScript. If you understand my step-by-step all process, trust me, JavaScript will be very easy. When you will develop one of the project, everything will be more clear to you. Okay, now there is our another method as object, and values one of the method. Okay, you can see when you put your cursor, that is one of the method. Okay, you can see that is one of the method. There is a method as a values. So into this values method area, here now I want to pass our user data. Okay, that will be as a user. Our object name as a user, because here our object name as a user. Now that should be also get that our all that value. If you now click as a save all, Now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now perfectly get all that our value. You can see there's our name Kazi, 40, mail, our phone number, and then email address. I hope friend it's very much clear to you. So here you can actually do that work with two different way, with using that for in and rather than the keys method or the values method. And also you can traversing with another function. I have already discussed about that things with you. That is a for of. Okay, with this for of you can also do that work, but I'll show you. Like I take as a for, okay, I take as a for, and then into this for area, that will be the late, and I just name it as a val, okay, val, and into this area that will be the of. That is a for of, and for of our object value. Okay, that is a objects, and then the value methods, that is a values. Okay, into this values method that will be as a user. I have already checked it, right? I have already checked that objects all that value, and you can see it's getting all that value. So you can also get it by the for of. There is a for and let val. I take that object values all the data, right? I have take it in here, and after that we have to in our curly bracket into this position. I want to display it. If you want to display, that will be as a console, and then log. I want to display our variable as a val. Okay, I take name it as a val. So now that should be also get that value data. If you now click as a save all, now refresh it again. Now you can see it's now perfectly get all that our value. Okay, so you can perfectly get that value. I hope friend you get some of the idea about the traversing in object, how can working with this. That is the simple all that step by step process. Okay, here you can do that that things with like that way. That is our for in object key value and rather than for of. Great. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.